So FNAF, also known as Five Nights at Freddy's, definitely one of my favorite game series for sure. But I've realized that there are many aspects of the game that make it look like a cheap game. So we're gonna get into FNAF 1. So first of all, this is the game that started everything, the lore, the theories, Matt Pat's career. um the game was pretty well made. It was made in 2014, so like it might not look the best, but it's still playable. And also, you don't really need graphics to depend. You don't really need to depend on graphics for a good game. So yeah, on Steam it costs $5 or $4.99, whatever. Definitely not bad for a game. I feel like it could have been a little cheaper, but I think its price is still fine. Like I don't think they need to really, deduct the price by that much. But there are some things that make the game look cheap. Not many though, because the game was well made. But here's one thing there's a few things that I actually would like to address. So the camera static. Now, if you've played Five Nights at Freddy's 1 before, or any FNAF game in general, you will know that the camera is static out when the animatronics move. So, like, if the camera you're on statics, then you know that like an animatronic is moving, and then like you have to put down your camera, while the animatronics are moving during the thing. But what I think could have been cooler was if you could have like live footage of them like walking to like your office or like to the bathroom or something, to like a new room or something. That'd be really cool. um so like most of the game it's kind of just an image. I feel like we rare besides Foxy. But yeah, besides Foxy, I feel like we don't really get to see the animatronics in like a moving action. Because like when they come to your office, when they're at your office door in FNAF 1, they're kind of just staring at you. But like with Foxy, he just pops in. Um, but yeah, I think Foxy is the only animatronic that they have a live animation for it, which is I find cool. But I think they could have done it for all the animatronics. They probably could have recycled some of the animations, and I would have been fine with that, honestly. But next is the gameplay. So the gameplay, it gets boring like to watch it sometimes. But as you can see in the background of this video, there is a person playing FNAF 1, because seeing me play FNAF 1, it would be kind of boring because I'm not good at the game, and also because I don't really like the game that much. Well, I don't like FNAF 1 specifically that much, but yeah. The channels that I took the content from below oh my god. The channels that I took from the content from they'll be linked below. So if you want to check them out, go check them out. They're most likely going to be no commentary gameplays, but yeah. Um I feel like the only time that the gameplay doesn't get boring is when it gets to night 3 and night 3 to 5. Night 3 moves at like a slightly faster pace, but it feels a lot more comfortable, especially to a more experienced FNAF player. And also, it gets more entertaining and intense as you need to like actually listen for, movement and other sound effects. But yeah. Now, I feel like most people are going to be like, "Oh, well, what are you going to do about that?" I can't do nothing when I say this. But I have a very specific complaint, and it's about the last night. So night 5. Yeah, I get that every game needs to have like a hard aspect of it, but like to a normal person, like when I played FNAF 1 for the first time, the last night it's so confusing because look, I'm gonna try to explain it, but Freddy and Chico will come to your office at the same time. So sorry, my house phone is going off, but meaning that if Freddy and Chica come at the same time, that means that Freddy will be hiding behind Chica, and Freddy moves every time you laugh. So in theory, Chica would reach your office first before Freddy does. And you also need to listen to the. Sorry, my house phone won't stop. But You also need to listen to the amount of times that Freddy laughs. Like if he laughs 3 times, then you know he should be here, or if he laughs 2 times, he should be here. But sometimes it's weird because he does like half laughs, so like that means he's just like kind of faking you out, so like he doesn't actually move and go anywhere, which is so stupid. Because then you have to listen for like the artificial laughs or something, and it's like what is a laugh and what is not. So it gets hard, and you won't see Freddy in the camera. Yeah, you don't see Freddy in the camera or when you turn on your light in for the door. So you have to just like guess and then keep your right door shut and then just hope that he goes away, which is stupid. But but like yeah, without using this default strategy you're supposed to use, you'll most likely get to like 3 a.m. or maybe 4 or 5. But you will always get jump scared in the end. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how careful you play it. You will either get jump scared because you lost power, or you'll get jump scared because Freddy. Yeah. Um. It seems like you could make your own technique for it, to make up your own technique for it. But even though you probably can, it won't work. It just most likely won't work at all. But yeah. I got stuck on night 5, and then I just gave up on FNAF 1 after that, and then I just, went up to FNAF 2 and stuff. But yeah, now FNAF 2. Did you like that cool subject change? Sorry, that was really bad. But, FNAF 2, in my opinion, was definitely one of the best FNAF games that was included in the main series. I really love the pacing of the game. Even though night 1 starts out slow, that's fine because it's night 1. So the rest of the nights kind of make up for it, in a way. Um, I think the whole point why the game is so fast paced is because you have to deal with the music box and everything, and it makes it feel more intense. And instead of having the doors, you have to depend on the Freddy mask that you have, and with the open door in front of you and 2 vents to the left of you. Pretty much all the doors that you have to deal with, and that's fine. But yeah, anyways, on Steam it costs $8 or $7.99. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it at that price, but the game is still pretty good, so if you want to get it, get it. I don't care. There's not that many things that make the game look cheap, but there is one thing that I do have a problem with, and it's the withered animatronics. Now, the withered depend on your speed, and if you can't put on your Freddy mask in time, they will jump scare you no matter what. Usually this happens towards the final nights, like 4 to 5. And this is what makes the game cheap because it deals with speed and you'll most likely get jump scared. It's just a way to get some, cheap jump scares in, like, oh, haha, you're too slow. It's kind of like, never mind, I'm not gonna put that into an analogy. But yeah, you get it. So I'm just in case you don't understand though, I'll make a scenario. So here, I'm gonna put you in a scenario, right? So this is easier for you to understand. So you're on the cameras and winding down the music. Winding up the music box. You just got rid of Foxy and Balloon Boy. Not like that matters, but once you put down the cameras, you realize that Wither Chica has been chilling on you for more than 3 seconds, and you can tell because because of the way that the lights are flickering. Yes, you can tell because of the way that the lights are flickering. So you still put the mask on, just to give it a try. Maybe she won't jump scare you. And once you put the mask on, Chica leaves a lot quicker than normal, and then right when you take it off, you get jump scared. That was the most common scenario that most people get themselves into, and there's pretty much no way of avoiding it. I beat the main part of FNAF 2. I never cared about beating the custom night, but yeah, it's really hard. It's hard, but it's not as hard as FNAF 1 since everything is more straightforward. But now we're gonna get into this game. Oh my god. FNAF 3. I freaking hate this game with a passion, bro. This game is also $8 on Steam. Please do not get this game if you're thinking about it. Don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. But like whatever. sit back and get a snack and a drink or something, because this is about to be a long one. All right, this is probably gonna make up half of the video. I don't have this game because it doesn't have the doors or anything to protect yourself from the animatronics. It's just that the way. Wait. Okay, whatever I just said, that is not because why. That is not the reason why I don't have the game. I messed up on the script, but I don't have the game. I mean, it's not that I don't have the game because it doesn't have any doors to protect yourselves from the animatronics. It's just because of the way that the game plays. Like, the gameplay is horrible. So, like, you have like your normal cameras, around the pizzeria, or what used to be pizzeria. And the main attraction is Springtrap. The main attraction because you started all of the lore, even though it wasn't in FNAF 1, but the timeline isn't in chronological order, okay? Oh, sorry, off topic. But anyways, instead of waiting for Springtrap to come to your office and you use your mask or door to send him back, no. You have to send him back using the balloon boy noise. Why is it balloon boy? Well, I don't know. Probably because he likes children or something. If Springtrap is on a certain camera that's near your office, you have to use the sound one camera behind him to send him back. Because if you don't, because if you send him back to where he started, he won't go. Like, if you try to put the balloon boy noise right where he begins, like right where he starts, right where he spawns, then no, he won't go back. He won't be sent back because the noise is too far away. And it's so stupid. And the game also has a lot of phantom animatronics, aka animatronics that only jump scare you when just to run your ventilation down or cause other problems, and then causes that red freaking siren thing that alerts Springtrap, and then Springtrap comes to you, and then he most likely jump scares you because you're probably repairing the ventilation. Anyways, once you have Springtrap near your office or like at your office door, it's a 10% chance that you'll be able to send him back. He has somewhat of a smart AI, so that's like what makes this game even harder. But next is the mini games. There's way too many mini games. I mean, there might not even be that many mini games. It's just the way that they play. Like, if you want the good ending to have, like, you have to complete the mini games in a certain way. Like the default way that they give you, like the default path that they give you for the mini game, you won't get like the good ending. Like, I don't even know what ending you'll get. I don't think you get a bad ending. You might just get an ending. You might not even get a good or bad, but whatever. Like, you have to play the game in a certain way. You have to follow these random paths that follow outside of the walls. You have to climb up walls and everything. Like, it's so confusing. All of that just to get a good ending and crap. So, like, pretty much the only way to get a good ending for FNAF 3 is just to look up, like, a FNAF fanboy website. And there's just gonna be a guide there. You have to follow it really specifically. Who figured that crap out? I don't know. But lastly, we're gonna end it off, saying boring. This game is just boring. Because of everything I mentioned in FNAF 3, this FNAF 3 section makes the game boring. At first, it would be fun, because, you're dealing with all the ventilation, makes you look cool, makes you look like a pro at the game. But then once you get into night 3, it's stressful. So stressful to the point that the jump scares don't even scare you anymore, and you just want to kick your PC 1,000 times, start off a building, soak in water, and then run it over the car. Okay? Anyway, saying all of this just makes me triggered, so we're just gonna move on. FNAF 4. FNAF 4 was definitely one of the FNAF games that met true horror. Like, the animatronics were very well designed, but that's literally like the one. There's literally one thing that makes this game feel cheap. By the way, it's also $8 in Steam or $17.99, whatever. But the one thing that makes this game feel cheap is like how it functions. Like, not the gameplay necessarily, but just the functions of the game. It's like it requires a lot of listening, headphones, and like higher volume, which just makes you more vulnerable to jump scares and just like other noises in general. Like a normal noise, like a door closing or something, that would literally blast your ear holes out. Like, your eardrums are gonna be blasted. And like they just have I don't know. Also, when you get jump scared, their jump scares are just loud by default. Like at 50/50 volume, like it's just so loud. And imagine that with like 70 volume on to listen to like footsteps and breathing and crap. Yeah, you're gonna get zooted. Your ears are gonna be zooted, and it's gonna be like, ouch. And you're gonna cry because it was so loud. Um, so it's just cheap jump scares and crap. But I'm not really surprised that Coffin hasn't done this like at least once because most horror game creators use this as a cheap way to make their players scared. With the cheap strategies, to have their player to be scared, but the game looks nice and crap. Um, but yeah, FNAF 4, it's a nice game. I like it. Um, yeah, I just like how scary the FNAF animatronics are because I feel like FNAF 1, they weren't really scary. They kind of just looked like animatronics. Like, it's kind of just like if you were to be put into the office and you'd see them at your door, you'd probably just be like, hey, and they'll be like, hey, and then they'll just walk away. But yeah, FNAF 4 definitely was one of the better games in the main series. Um, I wouldn't say to buy it though because you'll most likely never finish the game because it's really loud. It's not even scary, it's just loud and it hurts. But yeah, I was going to cover FNAF SL or FNAF Sister Location, also known as FNAF 5, but I felt like that wasn't really in the main series, so um I'll probably talk about it in a different video with Help Wanted and Security Breach. I do want to talk about Security Breach a little bit because, trailers and crap. I'm not sure if I'll be able to construct a well made, like a well thought out theory, but I'll see what happens. This video also did take a long time to make because of the amount of gameplay that I had to get and editing and crap. Yeah. Thank you for watching the video anyhow. Hopefully I am able to upload an actual like gaming video maybe. But I mean, I don't know. You see in my about channel I said that I wouldn't be uploading, main like gaming main videos, like more commentary based videos, but I don't know. I've been thinking about going back to the gaming community just because I feel like it's a nice community, it's really fun. But yeah. Also, I'm gonna be playing some FNAF horror games. Not FNAF horror games. Well, yes, horror, but I'm gonna be playing some FNAF fan games soon. I'm probably gonna play Joy of Creation. Hopefully, I can actually get through the first night, and I'm probably never gonna play it again. But I don't know. I've been planning to find like cool games. There's a lot of games that I want to play, especially in VR. Dude, I've been planning to going to search, like going to hunt for some good VR games, but I haven't been able to find any. I was thinking about playing the Untitled Goose Game, but it's kind of stressful and it literally made me stressed out when I first opened the game. So that sucked. I'm glad that this video wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. This intro was very long though, so you know what? I'm actually gonna let y'all go. Let y'all click off the video. You probably already did when I went on my rant. Um, yeah, thank you for watching. This is more of a rant video again. I feel like I upload rant videos rather than commentary drama based videos, stuff like that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and please keep in mind that if you wanna see any of the gameplay that was here in the video, it's all gonna be in the description below. So check those links, check out those channels, check out everything, alright? So yeah, see ya.